Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is your boy, Alex Yard. Thank you for your patience, everyone. A few minutes behind today. We got, of course, Sam in the house, who got today's song request and is going to be watching 2 streams today. Not 1, but 2, because when someone's streaming a Hat in Time, that's something that serious Sam Hat Kid doesn't want to miss. But he also doesn't want to miss me on camera. What's up, team? I had little technical difficulties. It wasn't streaming to YouTube. Long story short, so I had to undo that. And it still went out with the wrong title. So hopefully everybody on YouTube, figures out that even though it has Monday's title of Mario Galaxy 2, it's today's stream. Now, Fluke Doge is in the house. How's it going? Glad to hear you'll be listening in while working on a commission. Bravo on getting a commission. That's not nothing to take for granted in today's economy. We got Vector Sater in the house. JJ, thank you so much for subscribing at 19 months. We got Funny Frog over on YouTube. How's it going? Alexa's got the introductory tip of the tea kettle. Ghost of Burb is popping in. Gonna be back and forth working on something, but glad that your burbs are all in a good place. And thank you, Flute Doge, also for the kind words on the Mario 64 music theory video. I love that video. And one of my favorite parts is the static camera shot where I was flying around with Mario using what I believe to be de facto tank controls. Highlight of my career. Metal Gear Solid 4 metaphor? Cybershell would be proud. He better be. I think I just said hello to everyone. And JJ's going to be streaming his side of the race on Twitch when we play Sonic the Hedgehog Triple Trouble 16. Now, Floof Doge says the Sonic 06 footage in the video caught you off guard. Hell yeah, I was so happy to put that in, knowing that it's the year of Shadow. And it's such a great cutscene, the way it fades to black, the way the cutscenes do that in that game. Koyao says R.I.P. What just died? Also, hi. Yeah. So, on the topic of, kind of catching people off guard, the Unleashed video, the moment that comes to mind is, I almost think of it whoa, no, Randy Marsh. Game Data 3, as is tradition. Yeah, in the Sonic Unleashed music theory video, when I transition to Rooftop Run, I'm going to start with a normal race. Just start vanilla as Sonic. But we will do a wager. Yeah. I won't pay attention to YouTube. Hopefully YouTube's alright. Okay, I need to do the wager. Sorry, guys, my mind is a little bit fried. I've been doing a lot of great work on the music theory video, just juggling so much stuff. A little frustrated being pulled away from music, but I have still made, even in the past couple days, plenty of good progress. Gonna be updating my moderators over on YouTube later this evening with a progress report. Okay, so will Alex get first place? It's the first level I'm going to do as Sonic, so it's reasonable to expect that I might get first place. So let's put 2 minutes on the clock, ready, go. Open up the day with a 50-point wager. Eblo pointing out that Sonic only has 3 quills on his head here, awful game. That's giving me an idea of a content. You should make a slice of content that tracks the number of Sonic's quills across all the games. Is that to say, Eblo, that through most other Sonic games, is there a standardized quantity of quills? Alexa's plugging the Discord exclusive stream currently going on. Okay, yeah, so I got sidetracked, but Flute Doge was saying that also that song in the Unleashed video, Windmill Isle, yep, a stealthy key of F. It did not reveal the tonic chord in that opening set of chords. It doesn't for a while. Chip does not show his smiling face to reveal the key of F forehead until much later in the track. But yeah, when I switched to Rooftop Run, there was that incredible speed run of Sonic just flying through the air and having all the buildings and houses pop in. That was so goddamn funny. And I got a comment, someone in all caps lock says they timestamped that moment and they're like, what is going on here? And I was like, that's a highlight of my career. That's exactly what I wanted to have happen. So let me just say that in the upcoming, in the next content event on my channel, the next video, I'm not going to give anything away, but there's going to be a touch of that. There's going to be a touch of, wait, hold on a second. Come on. Air. Alright, so I've gotten better, and I'm going to pause the game when I get to the top of this lap. Yeah, punch Knuckles. And then he looks at the camera and goes, what? It wasn't me. After slogging, is that the word? Slog someone, punch them in the face. Yeah, JJ knows the feeling. He can empathize. Eblo thinks it's 5 quills and everything except this and Sonic X. Interesting. Koyao confirms it's usually 5. Ghost of Burb has canonically switched over to lurk mode. Yeah, Flute Doge wants to go to college so you can study music thoroughly. I'm glad to hear that. I've said it before, but even just one, intro to music theory class is extremely valuable. I highly, right? And everything that I've done on my YouTube channel is pretty much my, my official... I almost never come in this tunnel. The canonical full extent of my music theory training is one class. Can you believe that? Alright, I really got it. I'm gonna lose this race now. I totally choked. And I'm pissed. I just got a boost and I win. Yeah, I salvaged it, baby. Alright, Eblo is right. I was thinking of the word slugging someone. Not slogging. Now, I think in the UK, snog means like if you're snogging someone, you're making out. And if you're doing so in public, it's a PDA, public display of affection. I got first place. I'm proud of me. Back to menu. Let's pay out the first wager of the day. Today's big point winner right off the bat is, of course, Floof Doge. Right place, right time. First place. Alright, I'm gonna go... I'm not gonna necessarily do every single level before I try the story mode part. And I would prefer Third Bruno to be here when I do the Eclipse level and try to beat it. This is a good level. But if he's not here, that's not the end of the world. Time to rep Shadow. Now, when did I get this, I never knew... I don't understand how things get unlocked in this game. I thought Shadow only had darkness. It's funny seeing those green glasses on Shadow. So, here comes the next wager. I gotta get first place. You have 2 minutes. Bet perfect. Loof Doge always has faith in the goat. And Shadow is indeed the ultimate life form. Ooh, he takes a bit longer to get going when you back up. Micro mechanics. This game has true depth. Wait, I'm invincible right off the bat? I'm gonna win this race. Taking my sweet time. Yeah, it looks really cool. When... Alright, Koyao confirms. Shadow can indeed use all 3 gear types. Do I get the next? I'm thinking this is the other track. What was I talking about in this life? I don't know. But Shadow is indeed the ultimate life form. Wow, look at me bobbing and weaving around these icicles only to get punched by what, Rouge? I'm pissed. Ooh, I'm catching the slipstream now. I'm hitching a ride on the slipstream, not having to expend any air. And I missed my grind pipe. Hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt me. Yeah, see the way that Shadow, when I boost, Shadow almost goes into, like, it kind of looks like a grinding animation almost. That. It just looks so awesome and graceful when you do that kind of that pose and you're going super fast for a while. Like, it's, you know, Jet the Hawk also, you know, when he is leveled up and you boost with him, the way his wingspan expands is so awesome. Oh, I got a rank X trick. I'm on fire, people. Alright, I got 25 rings, so I better boost to my heart's content and then collect the ring once I need the air. Alright, so now I got 25. Now would be a good time. But of course, I might get air in here. Oh, and then... yeah, it's all about... It's all about, you know, portioning out your boost. Ooh, it's very generous. The, you know, when you attempt to grind, it's very generous. You can be way off. But it still lets you on. And I appreciate it. It doesn't make it super nerfed and easy or anything. Oh, that was the last lap. Loof Doge agrees. We got some graceful tricks up in this piece. Also vibing with some of them drum samples. But yeah, Loof Doge vibes with late 90s to mid 90s Sonic music. Alright, 2 down, baby. 2 down. Let's pay out the wager. Loof Doge is the lone victor and wins nothing. Yeah, if people aren't really betting, that's fine. I may pause on the betting until we get some more homies in the house. Well, I'm definitely gonna do the Eclipse level. Yeah, Loof Doge got only his money back, sadly. Alright, I think we're ready to... What did I just do? I did that one. So now I'm going to do a Babylon level. This is a tricky level, so I'm going to try and go ahead and do it. JJ missed his chance to bet. Alright, let's get some Rouge. And screw it, I'll do a wager regardless. Oh, does everyone have this high booster available? I didn't even know about that. I wonder what the selling point is. Actually, if I press Y for information... Okay, so it has not just good, but astounding boost ability. No. But I'm just gonna use... I like Rouge in these boots. Oh, hey, I'm really sorry, YouTube. So, Funny HTTPS, Funny Frog, Sonic and Tails Show. What a crew we got over on YouTube. I'm really sorry, guys. I had the wrong window up. And I won't do a long, boring explanation, but I had some tech troubles starting the stream today, but now we should be in good shape. So hi, Funny HTTPS and Funny Frog. And of course, the Sonic and Tails show. I love that show. Always hop in your slipstream. It's free money. Free air in a way. Oh boy. Hitting walls, taking names. Oh boy. Nice. So Sonic and Tails show's birthday is coming up. And your birthday is it's coming up this fall. Your birthday is on the day that Shadow Generations releases. Now what is that? October 20? I'm almost positive it's October. Because my birthday is on the 12th. And yeah, it was nice to have Sonic Superstars come out right after my birthday this past year. Alright, lap 2, check in with chat. Funny Frog, if you're still here, thanks for the kind words about taking my time on the project. And you're saying Infinite from Sonic Forces canonically has a file on his computer called Sonato. Now, did someone decompile the game and they found a file in his computer that said Sonato? So is that a call forward to Sonato Generations? Oh boy. Yeah, you can't... The ice in this level trips you up. Oh, I hate when this happens. Alright, third Bruno's in the house. So glad, because I was hoping not to go to the Eclipse level without third Bruno. And here he is. What's up, my man? Alright, need some air. Oh, what a cool, graceful trip. Alright, one lap to go. Dude, I got some serious hang time on that one. Now, was that a Badnik on the ground? Rouge is running. Can I do a trick from running? Yes. Thank you. This part always messes me up. I'm gonna be running soon. Who's ahead of me? I can't even see. Uh-oh. Could have used some air. Oh, this is not good. Alright, I'm seeing reports about the Sonato file. As soon as I have a moment to look. And also, hello, Funny Frog, now that I'm actually able to see the chat. Alright, Funny Frog says the Sonato file was confirmed in a Twitter takeover. I wonder what the context was. Like, did Amy just pop on screen and say, Shadow has a file on his computer, and this is what it's called? Interesting. Koyao had said that board I was looking at uses 50% of the max air gauge for a strong boost. So every time you boost, you lose half of your gauge. That's a lot of gauge, if that's how it works. Well, no one bet whatever. So I'll just refund the points. Alright, maybe I didn't start a wager. I don't know what happened there. But I'm going to do a... Alright, I think now that third Bruno's here, let's give it a shot. The Eclipse level. which will forever be associated with not the first or second, but the third Bruno. Get to watch a little bit of a cutscene, Sonic Adventure style. Alright guys, so this is a hard level. I have been beating it recently in the past week or so off stream.
How'd it go?
So I definitely can. But will I on the first attempt? You have 2 minutes to bet. Bet perfectly.
Gimme.
Alright, yeah, I probably forgot the last wager.
Yes.
Wow, and Sam is issuing happy early birthday
What is
JJ
it?
wishes to JJ.
Red's diary. It's about the Babylon treasure from our ancient ancestors.
Did CNN mention that JJ's birthday is right around the... what the hell? You see that Eggman picture?
I got those bird brains to believe that Babylon treasure
I
was just
speaking
a
of this
gem.
voice, I watched a
can't
couple
believe
more
they
South
fell
Park.
for it.
It's a good show.
Can you believe the real
I saw the
treasures the
one
ancient
where
but
they
advanced
wanted
technology
pajama
of the
day at school,
Babylonians? What
and it was a
irony.
satire
I
on
found a story about a boy who received an
like
angel
corporate
ring from the
grandstanding
Babylonians
on
as a
social
gift. The story
causes.
says that with
I'm
it, the
sure
boy
that all
was
of
able
you
to
had
rule the world.
pajama day growing up,
And this
right?
was just a gift. I'm anxious to
Like
find
at
this
school.
technology as soon
And
as
certainly we
possible.
had it at summer
Imagine
camp.
the vast possibilities of the technology they must have kept for themselves.
That was a creepy laugh. I should put that in the taunt. Taunt season 3 coming someday. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh well. Guess this was just a wasted effort. Too bad, really. I haven't the slightest interest in world domination or advanced technology.
Hey, wait a second, okay, Jet? While Eggman may not look smart, he is. He has an IQ of 300 after all. If he's interested in this technology,
Funny Frog
it
says,
must
"Oh
have
no, the
value."
Red Box."
Are you saying there's
Did I
profit
hear
in
that
this?
Redbox is
Think
going
about
out of
it.
business?
It may be more
You know
valuable than
those
finding
vending
silver or
machines that give you
gold.
DVDs or video games? It's like, it's this bit from, what's that Rayman game where you accept the
Why'd
treasure?
you do that?
You get a
I
game
was
over.
just having this great daydream.
How's it going,
Come on,
Evan
Jet.
Rosman?
It's time to go back to the
Welcome
race.
to the Alex Yard
All
Zone
right, let's finish this.
with some
Then we'll finally
Sonic
get the treasure of
speed.
Babylon.
JJ said that back in the day, you had one day where you could come into school in regular clothes. People out in their PJs in the UK get funny looks. Yeah, my school always had uniforms growing up, so we would have non-uniform days every now and again. But when I was younger, yeah, I'm not sure if the school ever did pajama day. But yeah, on South Park, it was great. PC principal wanted to basically cancel pajama day, but then the other principal, Mr. Mackey is his name, he's like, you don't understand. For these kids, pajama day is like the Met Gala. If you fight this war, it's not going to end up the way you want it to. He just sighs in resignment. Now, you have to get this damn pipe grind to win. And I always boost as soon as I get off of that thing. But we got Evan in the house. You know, when I get to this part, I have this idea in my head that I should only grind on the pipe in this part if I'm low on air. Am I gonna make this jump? Nice. That's a lot of air. Simple little trick. Oh, I got upstairs. Alright. Important grind right here. Yeah, baby. Funny Frog knows that Pajama Day is just flat out goated. Ooh, I punched Sonic. Am someone gonna write me a ticket? Yeah, Funny Frog says, Pajama Day is goated, but you also appreciated Hat Day. I feel like we might have... So we definitely had Hat Day at summer camp. Like, all of these theme days, I can't remember for sure if we ever did them at my... What the hell? Knuckles twists me up? I don't think I've ever seen that. Knuckles has an attack where you... all of your innards get scrambled like that? Yeah, we definitely had Hat Day at summer camp, though. And then, you know, you have Halloween in July or something like that. Is it even advantageous to go to the upper area? When you see those, the slipstream has the different colored arrows. How am I so behind? I didn't make, well, the only issue, there's another issue. The only thing that happened was getting, sorry, Koyao. I think I forgot the wager again. My apologies. Alright, I failed. So I'm just going to try it again. And remember to do a darn wager. Oh no, I did do a wager. Yeah, I don't know if it didn't show up on your end, Koyao, but I do see it here. There wasn't enough bets. Alright, but I'm going to try it again now that I have a practice run under my belt. I feel poised to potentially be the victor this time. Yeah, JJ says, I've been punching lots of Sonic characters lately. By the way, wager's open. Gonna retry now. And no need to apologize, Sam. For not betting. It happens to the best of Sam. Now, Triple Trouble should be great today. I haven't played it in a while. It's got such good music. And it'll be fun to play after seeing the original 8-bit version on Emerald Seminar on Monday's stream. And there's a lot of segments today, and we're looking forward to today's segments. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop going up to that upper route. Because I don't know. I need to know for sure, damn it, what the benefit is. Alright, I'm taking the unpopular kids route. Sometimes it's necessary. Hey, how's it going, Tep Music? I recognize that there username. How's it going? I'm just trying to win this Eclipse race for Third Bruno and for myself, but I have to prove my worthiness to Third Bruno in this epic, iconic Eclipse level. JJ's got the animated hello. Give me that air. Oh, that's a conveniently timed level up, let me tell you. I love jumping into a slipstream like that. Alright. Perfect grind. What the... Alright, there's no way I can win this. So for the sake of entertainment, I'm just gonna call that, like, you cannot. It is impossible to catch up on this level. So let me go ahead and pay out the loss to JJ. JJ wins nothing. Alright, you have another chance. 2 minutes have just begun. Tep Music would like to replay Riders one day. And I would too. I'm just kidding. I'm playing it now. And I think I'm gonna do, you know, some of the missions. Once I beat that, I haven't beaten the Babylon story, I guess. In my off-stream file, I have beaten this level. But not the one after this, the one where you have to play as, what's her name, Wave? The purple Babylon character. Failed to land correctly. It looks cool and sensible to me, man. Now, Funny Frog says, Triple Trouble 16, the real Sonic 4. Yeah, since Superstars is not the real Sonic 4. JJ says OBS has just been updated and the audio interface looks nicer. That's cool. I wonder if I have that. I can't remember at what point in time my OBS changed when I uninstalled it and installed it a couple times, you know? I just punch Tails. Sometimes that's what you gotta do to get ahead in this game. That was a sick trick. I almost got an X rating. Like at the movies. Oh. Come on. Slipstream. Where am I going? What the... Oh, that's really upsetting. So I missed that grinding post. I might have to come back to this level, guys. Look how far ahead Sonic is. Uh, 38 rings. Could stand to level up again, huh? Boosting off of all of these things. Is that judicious or no? I don't want to come up here. It's... Alright. Grind of destiny. Ooh, I'm catching up to Sonic. I could get this. Because there goes Sonic. Catch his slipstream. I'm not going to catch up. He's right there. Alright, I'm going to come back to this level, but not do it again just now. Now, let it be known. Funny Frog loves Superstars unironically, but you're able to admit that it is also very flawed in places. Now, the funny thing about that, and nice job, Koyao, picking up the first real points of the day, all from Serious Sam. Like 300 worth. Let's see what level I should do next. Yeah, so I don't want to give anything away, but let's just say I opened Sonic Superstars within the past 48 hours. And yeah, I just had another one of those moments where I'm like, oh yeah, Superstars. It's unfortunate about this game. Look, yeah, if Funny Frog and others like it, if anything, I'm jealous. I wish I enjoyed the game. But yeah, the thing is, there's a lot of good elements of Superstars, most definitely. Let me do this green cave level for nostalgia. I like playing as Cream. Sam says, what about me? What about Sam? Catch me up. What about your opinion of Superstars? Have you played it? Yeah, JJ says, Superstars has its good for sure. The first 4 levels are a delight. Yes, they are. The first half of the game has a lot of good in it, most definitely. And I would maybe even replay those levels sometimes, if not for the bosses. You know, it's such a weird mix of emotions. I'm gonna start this wager. 2 minutes have begun. Come on, that's 75 points. Ah, look at Cream's little fanfare. JJ would rather play Sonic 4 more than Superstars. Dude, Cream looks pretty badass doing these tricks. Always good to get a slipstream in these tight corners. Oh, except when it pulls you away from your flying shortcut. But hey, that's living on the grill. That's an expression, right? Tep wants to try Superstars and all, but with everything you've heard about it, and put the price on top of that, yeah, I don't know if the price has settled into some long-term price that's less than $60, or maybe it's still $60. Do you think that when Sun Shadow Generations comes out, that they're going to make a package deal? You know, bundle with Sonic Superstars, save 30%. JJ confirms it's not worth the price that he paid either. I paid $60, and yeah, I think I was thinking about this too when I opened Sonic Superstars within the past 48 hours, like I was saying, is I was like, yeah, I paid $60, but it was like, it was such an event, I had to get it on day one. It was like, you know, the first Sonic Team 2D momentum game. I had to have it. It made me lose a little bit of trust in Sonic Team and the direction that they're taking this and that in. And that sucks, but, you know, one ripple effect of that was like, okay, now I'm not a guaranteed day one purchase for Shadow Generations, but the thing is, the more and more they reveal about Shadow Generations, I look at it and I'm like, this looks pretty cool. This might be, you know, worth the $50. Not the $60 for the early access. Dude, all 3 laps of Slipstream has prevented me from taking my shortcut. But I'm still in first place. Tep Music's view, $60 is what we call daylight robbery. The worst type of robbery. Thought the lights went out for a moment there. Now, will that... I didn't win? What the... I thought I was in first place. Hey, how's it going, Dennis, over on YouTube? Wondering, do I like Sonic Riders? I love it. And I never played it until, like, this past year. I've been missing out, man. You know, I just had this idea that... somehow I just thought the general consensus was that Sonic racing games were mediocre. I don't know who on YouTube, you know, put that talking point in my head. Koyao is now going to win another 500 points from Sam. I'm really sorry, Sam, because I fully intended to win that one. I got, what, second place? Who the hell is E 10,000 grand? That race got away from me. Alright, let me do one more race before I try Eclipse again. Funny Frog says, it's hard for you to say that Superstars is Sonic 4 when it changes the gameplay a lot. I guess the biggest presence of Sonic 4 is in the music and the bosses. Moment of silence. Let me do Vanilla Babylon Garden. And I'll play as Wave, the Swallow. She got the shoes? Yeah. Barely hear the voice. JJ could do with 10,000 grand. Alright. Y'all have 2 minutes. Am I gonna beat the last level of the hero campaign as Wave the Swallow? That's what you have to decide. JJ says that he always says, look at Forces. Look at those graphics at least. That game was £30. Superstars looks really bad graphically in comparison. Yeah, and part of that is because of time constraints, but... Was there a controversy? I just see Wave's face. Was there a controversy with Sonic Superstars about the fact that when you first get the game and open it, by default, it has, like, the background blur on?
Emergency alert.
And then why is that controversial? Is it because that's just a band-aid solution to the problem? Like, they didn't make the graphics good enough for this or that reason, so they make it blurry to hide it, I guess? But the question is, Dennis over on YouTube, what do you think of Sonic Riders? Oh, I hate that part. I gotta do a drift. Oh, falls off twice. I could come back. Alright, JJ says that move by, Sega on Superstars, oh god, goes into the power route. Wasn't a controversial thing, it's just, people figured out that they were doing it to hide the poop elements of the game. I can't remember if I went with the background blur or not. I never do tricks on this thing because you're just going to ride the jet plane and refill your air. And I assume it slows you down to do those tricks because you're like, you got some hang time in the air, Oh, upstairs. I haven't been here all that many times. I'm in 4th place. All is not lost. That was nuts. I just do a high jump? Yeah. But I'm not in a good place. I got a rank X though on that trip. Oh, I can fly, I can fly, I can die, I can die, I can fly. Alright, nice. Drift, pseudo drift. How am I in such a poop place? JJ said I must have turned the blur off to do that scene. Yeah, stunning and brave music theory moment. Hell yeah. That remarkable background. The background scene round the world. Yeah, you really do need to drift on that turn, or you're gonna have a bad time. I tried, I failed. I caught the pit stop. Not good. Nice. Dennis loved Sonic Riders, and you've been playing it since it was new. My man. That's what we call an original gangster. We salute you. Dennis is also hoping for a remake of Sonic Riders and Zero Gravity. It has many potential. Dude, I think that's a realistic possibility. At least one of those remakes. Alright. I certainly didn't. Alright. But now that Third Bruno's here for real, I think it's a perfect time for JJ to win that wager. And for me to beat the Eclipse level. First try. On this attempt. Let's go to story mode.
Boss! Sorry to keep you waiting for me.
Alright, we saw this. I love how those cutscenes kind of feel like the Sonic Adventure 2 presentation style as far as graphics and captions. I don't know. It's just awesome. Oh, I didn't do a wager. Right? Alright, 2 minutes. I've begun. I gotta get first place on this level that's one of the hardest levels for me. Funny Frog played through Superstars the weekend it came out. Me too. High five. And you liked it then and now. You always hated Press Factory's music. Is that the one that has that really... like the bass instrument is like... it's like kind of a good element, but somehow they managed to make it bad. Like that instrument in itself is pretty great. I think my mistake with this grind pole was jumping too late. I think jumping a little earlier is the way to go. And also, I'm gonna really make it a point to try and punch Sonic in the face right here. Listen, it's a game mechanic. What do you want me to say? Oh, and then the power character can cut through the wall there. I'm gonna make the jump. Yeah. Because I didn't even jump. Alright, I'm right behind Sonic. I'm riding his slipstream. I don't want to go upstairs. How is Sonic getting away? Sonic gonna grind? Ooh, that was close. Indeed, JJ knows that Sonic Adventure 2 and this game have good cinematography. Koyao tried to invest some of those points that you won from Sam into a yes outcome. Let's see if it pays off. Pick up some air from Sonic. How the hell is Sonic going so fast? He's not like the fastest thing alive or anything. I think it took me like 3 days to beat Sonic Superstar, you know, because I was spacing it out a little. You know, say what you will about the game. Alright, maybe that upper route. Alright, I'm in first place. I'm ahead of Sonic in this room. Land on this, boost, go up the whirly-dirly conspiracy. Yeah, Koyao implores me to, do more tricks at the starting ramp. If I don't screw this up, the race is mine. Yeah, baby. I did it, Third Bruno. All I needed was your presence. And also weeks of practice. Koyao thinks this is the run, and it sure is. Too bad you voted that it wasn't. But the Third Bruno voted yes, Alex. Wow, 1,000 points? 1,500 points, Third Bruno bet. And because of his bold bet, he's going to get a massive piece of the 93-point pie. My man. Let's pay that out to Third Bruno. That's a lot of points. But I appreciate the props, Third Bruno. Yeah, Third Bruno says, thank you for your generous donation to the ME Foundation. You know, me. And then is that the name of Knuckles' song, Unknown from ME? What does that mean? Funny Frog says, why do... Ooh, look at these graphics. That sky is awesome. This game is underrated.
Looks like we have company.
Why doesn't Sonic just run on the track? He can run fast enough to go back in time. Whoa, look at this Terminator HUD. Unknown from Master Emerald is what JJ and Tep are saying. So, does that mean that Knuckles' father is the Master Emerald? And his mom is just an echidna that has since died.
Did she say red mutt? Why you?
Hey, Knuckles, wait for me!
Generic robots. Yeah, Dennis says a remake of this game with online multiplayer would be fun. Yes, but folks here have told me about how they have made an online connectivity, online play mode. So I think now with the right mods or whatever, you can play this game with online multiplayer through Delphi. Don't we live in an interesting age? Falls off the edge right at the beginning. Did I start a wager on this race? No. So let me retry it because I'm pissed that I fell off that first bit. Okay? So the hatches are open, 2 minutes have begun, and I'm going to restart the race. And this will be the last race. And then we'll set up for Triple Trouble Copeland style. Now JJ says, what about the more accessible Sonic Battle R, though? Yeah, Dennis. Based on what you're saying about, you know, an online multiplayer for Sonic, I think you would like Sonic Battle R, which is a free fan game that kind of plays like an adventure game in the sense that you're running as Sonic or Tails or whoever, but it's like racing. So it's kind of like what the? It's kind of like Sonic R, but more deluxe. It's like Sonic. What the? Bet perfectly, you. Yeah, Sonic Battle R. We should play that again on stream sometime. Because it was really fun that one time that we did. Funny Frog, unfortunately, tried to download Sonic Battle R from Game Jolt, but it didn't work. I'm sorry to hear that. I wonder if VPN interfered with it. Hey, I so went through that ring in my mind. I'm absolutely doing bad. Damn, so bad. I gotta stop. I gotta play Triple Trouble 16 instead. Goes off the edge. This is a disaster. I should just call this a loss and do one more wager. Nah, it's too late for that. Because Triple Trouble is kind of a longer game, so I don't want to delay anything, because I do want to do some more music theory video work immediately after this stream to make up for some lost time. This horse crap, that horse radish. Uh-oh. Discord reopened. Did I just lose internet? Hopefully not. And now Discord is blocking chat. Great. Did I ever send the go live notification? Aw, damn it. I forgot. Quick copy and paste. Send that out. It was my mistake. Close Discord, and we're back. Koyao says, not me learning today that unknown from ME stands for Master Emerald. Yeah, I mean, what else could it be? Yeah, and then that's the thing. So I think that those ramps... Yeah, that's a wrap. Yeah, Dennis wonders, how can someone play that multiplayer? I've not done it myself because it's against my internet protocols that were outlined by my business manager. However, if you're more amenable to the Wild West of internet mods and whatnot, just search for Sonic Riders Dolphin online multiplayer, and you should be able to find it. JJ is picking up the final victory of Sonic Riders, but will he win in Triple Trouble 16? That's the question on every JJ's mind. I didn't get first place. I tried. I failed. So, yeah, Koyao says ME means myself, but then why the periods? The periods would... Is there another vocal theme that like spells out Eggman, EGG, and it has periods for? Because then that would be consistent at least. So go grab a pretzel and a Sprite or Sierra Mist if that's the only one available in your jurisdiction. And in a matter of minutes, it's going to be me and JJ running through Great Turquoise Zone, the passionate brainchild remake of Noah Copeland and Sega. So, get a good seat. Be back in a couple minutes. Ignore the timer. Funny Frog wonders if I'm going to be collecting the emeralds. No, we will not be getting the emeralds in today's performance. Koya wonders maybe it's because English isn't you don't main English the way that I main Toon Link. At least I did during the Smash Brothers Brawl era. And in real life, I do main English. Now, JJ is going to be streaming his side of the race today. I'm just saying. So I have to open up his Twitch feed. JJ40, wait. Hey, how's it going, Delay? Alright. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep my cool. I'm very frustrated that you were not hearing what I was saying for the last 3 minutes. So I'm going to take a deep breath and say, I'm very sorry for the holdup. I never want that to ever happen. But I think I'm in a good place to play right now. How's it going, Flynnmeister? So I just need to make that 4x. And then I'm going to resize over here. Nope. I swear to you guys, No, I'm not going to pass the stress to you. I'm going to be a consummate performer and just stretch this. Excellent. So, now I'm back on mic. Now I can change the category of the stream. I better just shut my mouth and put the pedal to the metal. Oh, you should not be seeing that. This is breaking my heart, you guys. I just need another minute. That's it. Alright, we'll bring JJ's stream back. There it is. Alright, the only thing... Hey, nice, Wackadude hopped over to Twitch. Very cool. The only thing I gotta do now is set up the wager, and there's gonna be 30 minutes to bet. Because this is, who will get more points? Alex or JJ? Alright, 30 minutes have begun. And I think we're ready to go. Flynnmeister played this game for the first time just last year. Me too. I think it came out. Wackadude is watching on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. And that's how you executive produce. At least the music is jamming, confirms Funny Frog. And yeah, big shout out to Noah Copeland, because he did the majority of the music in this game. Alright, so that's already deleted. So I'm ready to go. So I'm looking at Jade. Let me take a peek at JJ's feed. I see JJ has a black screen, so I wonder what he's up to. Okay, JJ is ready, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start. Alright, yeah, and we don't even have to start at the exact same moment. So yeah, we're playing a Sonic and Tails for today's adventure. And let's do it. So I'll just type go in the chat for fun. Alright, we've arrived. Skippable cutscenes, good graphics, iconic plane, and on-screen segments starting up right after the first act, and a drop dash. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived. The rain is cleansing our eyes. Exactly what is needed at this moment. Now, Funny Frog wonders, is this race for score or speed? Today, it is for score. It is for score. We will often colloquially refer to these competitions as a race, even though it's not a time race in the traditional sense of the word. Okay? I don't even know if there's a score tally for this. So, of course, even, you know, as everyone probably knows, even when you play for points... look at Angry Eggman. Your speed is still relevant, because you get a better time bonus, but I don't know if this first level probably doesn't even have a results screen. Wackadude knows that I've only experienced 25% of Sonic Triple Trouble 16-bit. Well, hopefully today I'll get to 26%. I'm going to be using the drop dash liberally. Now, Funny Frog over on YouTube says you think the score is blocked. Let me know if that's still the case, because I'm looking at a big golden goose egg of 0 points at the moment. Look at these cute, non-dangerous birds. Oh, and remember these? Alright, you can't even see the springs until you jump on them. They're hidden behind the flowers. But I love those trees in both versions of this game. And I just got 10 more rings. Now I'm trying to think, what's the first boss? Because the second boss is tough. It's really tough. I kind of, I wish that this game had the feature that regular Triple Trouble has, where if you take a hit, you don't lose all your rings, you just lose some. And look, I think, if I'm being honest, most Sonic games could benefit from that. It's not the end of the world. I just think it's a bit too big of a punishment overall. But I also don't think that losing all your rings and having it set up that way, that's not a fatal flaw, but by any stretch. I always do so badly at this game for points. Because these levels are pretty, they're not like marathons, but they're not brisk, this zone and that zone. Which, for a fan game, you gotta give credit where credit is due. Peak fan game right here certifies Funny Frog. And we're almost ready for the first bit of the day. Now, JJ, when we were setting up and talking about doing this wager, JJ, specifically mentioned that I ought to get the... Oh boy. That I ought to get the newest version. And I think... Oh, I like that shortcut. I think part of the reason is because the scoring system was possibly fixed in places. So yeah, if there are still some of the classic known imperfections... No, I don't want to go to the special stage. Alright, 85 rings, Fang Boss. No reason I can't get the job done. Get 2 hits per pass. I don't want to do anything too risky. What am I doing? It's nice playing in widescreen. You do not understand how much of a big deal that extra screen space makes. Now, I see JJ has an excess of 100 rings, at least. This is displeasing. Alright, but that's time for our first on-screen bit. This. So check this out. We're going to start today's broadcast with a little challenge. Or not exactly a trivia question, okay? But what you got to do is you got to look at this and decide, is it real? Is that thing real? Okay, so what you have there is what appears to be a promotional little booklet from Walmart, and it's a guide for parents for video games. I don't know if that was in the lead up to the holiday season last year. But if this is believed to be believed, then it's a book that gives parent. But the reason why I suspected maybe it was not real is because if you look at I know the text is kind of small, but at the top of the screen, the top of that magazine cover image, it has text with other features inside that little booklet, and one of them is Preview Bluey. Now, of course, you guys all know about Bluey. It's the big sensation. Or just ask Subsonic Sparkle about Bluey. You'll get at least 2 paragraphs. It's the talk of the town. It's the... Right, people have FOMO about missing an episode of Bluey, And they have FOMO about the more controversial episodes that only air in Australia or whatever. Okay? However, the other thing that it says, no special stages, the other thing that it says is a preview of a game within the Avatar IP, and it's called Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. Right? Frontiers. So you have a Bluey preview, and then a preview for Avatar Frontiers. Now, this boss always freaking gets me, so I'm gonna play this so incredibly cautious. I didn't see the little. It makes me want to clench my fist. This boss, because I cannot seem to ever beat it without taking a hit. And I wonder if JJ's gonna get the job done. Secure a victory in this wager in freaking Grand Turquoise, Great Turquoise. Doo-doo-doo. At least the music is great. I forgot about the little spikies. Yeah, it's a unique brand of irritation for this boss. Funny Frog loves turtles, so I'm sure you enjoyed that there, Baus. Baus. B-A-U-S. Ah, the beautiful sunset. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Alright. Now, some of you prefer this version of the background compared to the 8-bit version. And if that applies to you, I'm there with you. Look at this. It's amazing. I know, it's apples and oranges. This game has literally double the amount of bits as the OG, so it's kind of not fair in a way. But this is a level where I really should be on top of the town. Holding all my rings. This is the act that ends with the fight against Knuckles. And that's one of the fights that's, you know, it's not a cakewalk. You can absolutely make mistakes. But it's one of the bosses where it's like, yeah, I really should have a good chance at beating it. But not if I'm colliding with badness. Story my life in this game, which is enough to segue us into the next on-screen bit. This. Did any of you see this pop up in your recommended? Many of you have heard of Yuji Naka. I know it's kind of a meme nowadays when you talk about Yuji Naka. Haha, he's in jail. But I think he never actually had to go to jail. It was like a suspended sentence, and I only know what that even means half the time. Whoa! One of these days I'm gonna have to go on Wikipedia and learn what is a suspended sentence when you're sentenced to jail. What the hell even? Do those poles have a hazard on them? But yeah, I saw this video. It's about Yuji Naka, and it's a deep dive. It's like an hour and a half. Now, have you guys noticed a trend in the YouTube content space where it's like nowadays, oh god, some of these enemies are in very inconvenient places. But yeah, so one of the things that I came across in that video, I was listening to it yesterday, that Yuji Naka deep dive, is they were talking about Nights into Dreams. And this is just the content creator's opinion. But the content creator was talking about Nights, showing, you know, the gameplay and being like, look how wild and bizarre this is. and making the point he tried to make is no one would like set out to make this. What this guy says is that this couldn't have been the primary vision. This content creator insists that they at first sought out to make a Sonic game, and then they decided to change course, and that was what they came up with. And hello to Giannis Forces. Welcome to the Alex Yard Zone. Now, when we saw a speedrunner fight this boss, he was taking hits on purpose. You know, I'm having this, I wonder if I have VSync on in the game, and that's what's making it a little chuggy. This is bad boss design. Just him throwing these bombs. Yeah, when we saw that game's done quick, he was hitting Knuckles while he was dashing. You have to take a hit when you do that, but can the bomb even reach me? At least I kept my cool bonus. There goes Knuckles. I put that in quotes though. Knuckles. I got through Act 1, baby. I like that we've gotten more in touch with who Fang is by fighting him in those special stages in the original game. Giannis Forces has this to say. Nice. Now we got the swing rhythm treatment in Act 2. Another Noah Copeland masterpiece track. I wonder if Noah Copeland has done any composing, per se. You know, like original compositions. Because, of course, he did a whole lot of remixes and arrangements in this here game. But clearly, the dude has some musical talents. What's that? Now, Giannis knows, yeah, Knuckles is a very strong echidna. Out of all the echidnas, he's one of the Olympians. Funny Frog is wondering, why did Yuji Naka go to jail again? So I didn't actually go to jail, I don't think. It's a suspended sentence, right? But he was found guilty of what is called insider trading. And what that is when you are buying and selling stocks, it is in many countries, including the United States of America, it is illegal to buy or sell stocks based on inside information that you have. You're only allowed to buy or sell stocks if it's based on information that's publicly available. So what happened was that Yuji Naka, I forget if he was working at Square Enix or something at the time, but basically Yuji Naka was privy to inside information that this dev studio was going to be contracted to do a new game for, I don't know which, something Square Enix adjacent, possibly. And so he was like, oh, well, if this has not been announced publicly that this game is going to get picked up to do like a mobile Kingdom Hearts game or something. So before it was announced, Yuji Naka bought a bunch of stock in this development studio, and yeah, it's against the rules. For some reason in America, politicians are allowed to do that, but no one else. I don't know if they changed that in the past couple years, but that was a fully canon thing. That for whatever reason, politicians are exempt from those kind of insider trading rules. Serious Sam certainly heard about this sensation, Yuji Naka. I see that there's been about 1,300 points bet on Just John, you know, JJ. Giannis Forces wondered if I'd played Sonic Frontiers. I sure did. And I played it on stream a lot. One might even say that I spammed Sonic Frontiers a little bit too much. I was having fun playing Sonic Frontiers. I would do a speed run of the first island and sometimes the second island. But I don't even want to play the third island because it has the bait and switch 2D nonsense. Yeah, it's a concerning trend in Sonic games that you buy the game new when it comes out, and you're in for a delayed rude awakening because you buy the game, your first impressions are pretty strong. All right, you're playing it for a few days, you're getting about halfway through, and then halfway through the game, it's oh, this is different. Like in Sonic Superstars, you can notice a dramatic shift in quality of the levels starting about halfway through. And of course the music too. I don't know if the bosses got worse per se, or if there was always Popo. Giannis Forces wonders, nice. What other Sonic games have I played? Well, I think the better question to ask would be, which Sonic games have I not played? Because I've pretty much played most of them, including on streams. You know what's one Sonic game I've never played and I'm ashamed to say? Oh, 154 rings? That's good at least. See how many points JJ has. Because I got, what, 41,000? Alright, JJ has 35, and he has not finished this act yet, but I'm not too discouraged. I was thinking I was doomed, but maybe JJ had a big mistake at some point. Oh god. Is the music not on? This is awesome playing this now after having played the 8-bit version. But yeah, I forgot if I said it already. One Sonic game I definitely haven't played is the Sega Saturn version of Sonic 3D Blast. I'm sorry. Wackadude is also mentioning Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, quite the banger. Yes, I've never played Sega Sonic either, nor have I played Sega Sonic Bros, nor Sonic Eraser. Tails, land on the ground because I'm gonna get caught by your paws involuntarily and it's gonna cause problems. Fire! Don't worry about the badness. This is such good music. Bunny Frog is not really a huge fan of Sonic Frontiers by any stretch. It all just seemed like Sega hired the guy who made that Sonic in the Unreal Engine demo. It feels like a diet version of Zelda Breath of the Wild, yeah. And I think that was pretty much on purpose. However, what I don't see anyone talk about, and I'm gonna have to do an hour-long deep dive on my second channel if this keeps up. Okay? Of course we know that Sonic Frontiers rips off Breath of the Wild, even down to the Coco, which are very similar to the Koroks in their appearance, role, function, and even the name is a similar word. Okay? So my theory, which, you know, I wish I heard Cybershell and Sonic Weekly Podcast and Sam Procrastinates, they should all be talking about this. What they refuse to talk about, this is reporting that you're only going to get here at the Alex Yard Zone, is the fact that if you look at the trailer for the new Zelda game that they revealed, the one where you play as Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, there's a little companion in that game, and it looks very similar to a Korok specifically. Not even like, sorry, a Coco. It looks like a Coco. And so that to me seems like Sega is being called out by Nintendo in a good-natured way. Nintendo's saying, we see what you did there, and now we're going to take from you. There's going to be a single Coco following Zelda around for the entire adventure. Now, Wackadude was, of course, talking about how the song is a banger. And that's the thing about TT16. It's bangers to the left of us, bangers to the right. Now, Giannis Forces is also wondering, what do I think about the new movie coming out this December? Alright, now this, I'll answer that in a moment. But with this, you could just let the bombs go over your head. What's the point? Does this become relevant at all when you play as Knuckles? I don't get it. I'm so good at this boss, though. You can even walk right up to it and nothing happens. I lost some rings, but oh well. Yeah. The movie, I'm excited for it. Even though I really liked movie 1, strongly disliked movie 2. But I think movie 3 can be good. Because if it was a bad script, and that was the problem with movie 1, the script. If movie 3 was a bad script, Eggman wouldn't have come back. And breaking news, it's time for a new bit, and I can see that now there's 2,000 points bet on me. No kidding. How about this bit? Ah, check it out. Look who's back. Knock knock. It's Unknown from ME. Alright. What I learned just today... Oh, actually, I think I saw it the other day, but I haven't reported it here yet. The Knuckles series is coming to Nickelodeon. Or should you say... Knucklelodeon. Eblo saw JJ's stream turn into an ad. And yeah, my gifted sub at JJ's channel has expired, sadly. So I got ads for Quaker Oats and 5 Hour Energy. Now Giannis Forces says, wait, for real? But which thing are you asking for real confirmation on? Because I say unbelievable facts like once per minute here on these streams. Alright, probably Yanis was talking about Knuckles on Nickelodeon. Yeah, so the Knuckles series is going to be broadcast on Nickelodeon. I don't really have any details about when that's going to happen, but it's definitely going to happen. Koya wonders if the spikes are meant to be wooden. Yeah, those spikes coming out of the ceiling, they're an unusual color for spikes, aren't they? We should have Badnik Mechanic or Pat Matt investigate this. Because do you guys ever watch those channels? Sam says, Alex, you're not logged in on Discord. Why, should I be logged in on Discord? Because right now, I was only streaming on Twitch, just and simulcasting to YouTube. Yeah, now Funny Frog has an important clarification. He says, you mean the Wade show, right? Yes, I should have, mentioned the unofficial name of the show, which is Wade and Knuckles. And you notice how Wade's name is first, because he's the primary story proceeder. Now, Wackadude already saw the Knuckles show, episode 1, series premiere, and hated it. Just hated it. And I gotta say, we watched it on stream using workaround technology, but it was also pseudo-fair use because pretty much Paramount was giving away that first episode for free in order to drive subscriptions. Oh, I gotta see the rest of it. Oh, that was a penny wise, pound foolish. So yeah, I didn't like it. But if you can believe it, I don't think that bodes poorly for movie 3. I don't think the fact that the Knuckles series is poop. I still think that movie 3 could be good. Because movie 1 was good, and Jim Carrey threatened to leave if the script for movie 3 was bad. But he's on staff. He is on staff. He's going to be at the premiere. He's going to get residual checks for Sonic Movie 3 for the rest of his life. Right? Even after he passes away, his estate will continue to receive... Actually, I don't know about that. When you're, a Hollywood actor, you get residuals. You keep getting checks for years and years based on the movie getting rerun on TV or streaming on Netflix, whatever. I forgot what I was just saying, but I'm sure it was incredibly interesting, so it's devastating. Yeah, Knuckles series, I don't know what I was saying. But, what's going on, Sagai Bai? Welcome to Noah Copeland's masterpiece. The game that put him on the map. The game that brought him to the public consciousness, so when he eventually publishes his Sundio Game Studio in development game called, actually we don't know what it's called, but it's 2D Sonic-like with combat and light RPG elements, like different classes. Like maybe you have a dwarf, you have an elf that can shoot arrows, stuff like that. Wackadude's gonna go for a bit and then is gonna come back. I'll assume that's the implication. The inference. Wackadude watched the show through maybe some other ways. Funny Frog likes the Knuckles show. Right. You can enjoy it for what it is, but it doesn't really get the job done as a Knuckles property. Wonder how many points Jage has. Because the end of this boss is tough. That's when, he's stuck in the ground. Oh, actually, I think this is the easy version. He's gonna get stuck in the ground. Yeah, and now I just have to batter him in like this. But it's really tense and tricky. When he has the thing spinning around him, the spike ball, it's very dangerous. Alright, why do I dislike movie 2? Wonders Funny Frog. And I've ranted about that so much in the past couple years that I won't drag it out too much. But my main issue with movie 2, actually, this is a perfect time to go into the next bit. Where is it? Okay. So there's some, I think that still is actually from movie 1. But the reason why I put it in a slide today for the stream segment, micro bit, was very simply because someone, a weirdco over at the Alex Yard Zone Discord server for patrons, pointed out that Sonic Movie 2 is now available on Disney Plus. So this is like the reach of Sonic stuff is expanding, and that's only a good thing. Because now movie 2 and maybe movie 1 also is on Disney Plus, and also Hulu. Sam has this to say. What? You can hardly believe it, right, Sam? Can you believe how great this Act 2 psychedelic remix is? How was I supposed to get through the oil without hitting the wooden spikes in the ceiling? Alright, but... Sorry, I keep getting distracted from Funny Frog's question. In a nutshell, my issue with movie 2 is... Well, let me point at an emblematic scene. The bar scene. The bar scene in movie 2, that was my loss of innocence with the Sonic movies. Because the bar scene in movie 1 was kind of dumb and pointless. It wasn't horrible. I liked the speed special effect. I liked that element of it, even if it wasn't super creative. Okay, but then you're gonna now have a sequel movie that brings back Dr. Eggman, and you're gonna spend screen time going to a bar again, and this time you're gonna get cornered by a bunch of angry, scary biker type dudes. Right? Now in movie 1, how does Sonic deal with the biker dudes? Well, at least you can give him credit for doing very Sonic-y things. right? He uses his supersonic speed, right? For him, it's almost like he's slowing down time and moving in bullet time, right? But what happens in movie 2? This is gonna make my stomach hurt to say it out loud. But Sonic and Tails do a dance sequence. And then I don't know, I forget. I've repressed the memories of movie 2. Does that impress the scary biker types? So then they become fast friends? Are they like, wow, his moves are so good, we just got served, we better not mess with him, right? How can you do a bar scene again in both movies, even though a bar has nothing to do with Sonic? But then the second time, you're going to downgrade the Sonic content even further by not getting out of the jam with supersonic speed, but by doing a dance, right? And then there's another layer of hell. Now we're going to go deeper into a deeper circle of hell. What song did they dance to? Bruno Mars, Don't Believe Me, Just Watch. You know, the most milquetoast, mass-produced, ready for just a wedding sing-along. Don't Believe Me, Just Watch. You want to know what I did? When I went to see that movie on opening night, on April 8, 2022, at the movie theater and everything. What did I do? As soon as I heard the opening measures of, I almost said Third Bruno. So glad that I didn't. Because Third Bruno is so way better than Bruno Mars's presence in a Sonic movie. When I started hearing the Bruno Mars lick, I was like, yeah, you know, I've kind of had to pee for the past 10 minutes. And this is literally the ideal time to do it. The only drawback to missing the dance scene was that I missed the moment where Sonic... I missed the part where Sonic does his Sonic Adventure pose where what was he doing? He's doing a peace sign in between his legs. It's like you jump into the air and you say hello with your hand. The peace sign. I think it's on the, Sonic Adventure 1 box art, maybe? Koyao is really vibing with these cute snake baskets. Would have attacked that badly. Let me see one of the cool kids' snake baskets. Now, did I include a similar snake basket? Oh, I didn't hit the... I'm so bad at this game. I wonder if JJ's tanking as badly as I am. Oh, I'm sorry to hear from Third Bruno that one of your high school study hall teachers, you know, when doing roll call, attendance, whatever, would always say Bruno Mars when he got to your name. And how did you feel about that? Because I wouldn't have liked it, you know, and if you were cool with it, then that's good and fine, but I could imagine that that's the kind of thing that would get tiresome, and maybe also the teacher, like every time he would say it as if it was like a new hilarious joke. Yeah, and now, next up, Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars. I really don't like Bruno Mars, but I do give him a lot of credit. When he hosted SNL, he was pretty good, and he did a very funny sketch where the idea was that they were working at Pandora, that internet radio thing. They were working at Pandora, and something in the technology broke. So they could still stream music, but the lyrics were missing. So they were like, we need lyrics. So Third Bruno, I keep saying Third Bruno, the Bruno Mars guy had to sing the songs. And he did, you know, his Sunday best imitation of, like, Michael Jackson and Guns N' Roses. It was amazing. He definitely has a lot of talent. Now, Funny Frog says, Mirage Saloon is technically a bar. So it is completely unrelated. Or did you mean to say related? Because, yeah, someone could, if they really wanted to, point to the bar in Mirage Saloon and say, all right, it was on brand. And let's be honest, Casino Night Zone is one big open bar, but I'll be here all weekend. Just added a third Sunday matinee manatee. What's going on, Polar Wildcat Studios? Yo and yo yo. Alright, I'm glad that Third Bruno at least thought that teacher's Bruno Mars bit, you thought it was kind of funny. Because, dude, when I went to work the other day at the supermarket, right, I come into work, I'm ready to just live and do my thing for 5 hours, get the hell out of there. I walk in to my shift, and what do I see on the wall? Justin Brillo Timberlake. I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing? Because if you saw my music theory video about Mario 64, you would have seen me needle him as Justin Brillo Timberlake. And I also needled him for leaning on the supertonic, the 2, the second scale degree, leaning on the 2 as a hypercrutch in pop music. So yeah, when I saw Justin Timberlake on the wall, I immediately took him off. I didn't want to look at him. Because it's against policy to put, any personal items or whatever on, the walls or on the desk in our area. So I was like, all right, you're not supposed to have personal stuff. But if it's Justin Timberlake, yeah, I'm not going to walk past his, faux, profound, poseur vibe every time I walk past this wall. It was a very easy choice to demote Mr. Timberlake. And it's too bad this level doesn't count for your score tally, unless Noah Copeland updated that particular aspect. It's like, why have a score tally in any act if you're just not even going to use it? Now, Polar Wildcat Studios had said this. It's not Encanto, because they do talk about Bruno. That's amazing. Yeah, Third Bruno, have you had a million people make a joke about that Encanto song? We don't talk about Third Bruno, yeah. Alright, Vector Sater says nope, which I take that's probably about, the score tally. Alright, good. If that bomb just got me, then that's good. There's no score tally. Alright, Third Bruno confirms he has received We Don't Talk About Bruno bits. And what do people say? Oh my god, I'm talking to Bruno. Not even supposed to talk about him, never mind to him. Isn't that so funny? Looks at crowd for approval. And by crowd, I mean, the group of people that you're talking to at a business gathering or a gas station. Third Bruno has still not seen that movie, and neither have I. I like to needle modern Disney, and I will never forget the horrible teaser for Encanto. Right? Here I am on YouTube, just minding my own business, and I get a pre-roll ad for an upcoming movie called Disney's Encanto. And it's a quick musical montage of all the different aunts and uncles and their powers. And one of the aunt's powers is, Miranda can hear a pin drop. Like, her hearing is really good. Her hearing is so good that she can hear a pin drop, and that is what they included in an advertisement, right? The kids are going to be really excited, saying, Mom, can you pre-order movie tickets for this? This one aunt can hear a pin drop. I got to see it. Now, I said this too late, but yeah, Koyao pointed out that level I just left, Egg Zeppelin, is indeed in Sonic Roboblast 2 Kart. Now, it's got to be based on this, right? Because, but this game, Triple Trouble 16, I think it came out in 2022. So, I mean, if it is based on this, then yeah, mad props to people, You know, the game just came out in the scheme of things, and it's already immortalized as a track in SRB2 kart. How about the next bit? This. Alright, trivia question. Deep internet lore. Okay? Deep trivia. I'll be impressed and tickled pink, pun intended, if anyone knows. What is this? What are you looking at the lower left-hand corner of the screen? I'll give you a digital high five, which is worth no Obama bucks, but you can still feel proud of you. Wackadude is back just in time to identify the mystery thing on screen. And based on the flood of responses, I'm getting the sense that no one knows what this is. Now, Sam wonders if it's Celeste. Is that one of the secret Neo bosses in Celeste? Because I haven't gone to the deluxe strawberry area. But while you guys tease out what that mystery image is, and I can say that it is at least tangentially, like, it's not a total non sequitur. It's not a Sonic thing, but it is, 2 or 3 degrees of Kevin Bacon separation away from Sun. I'll give it another minute. And in the meantime, we'll answer Funny Frog's question, what's my favorite amount of bits? Well, any bits are good because I get money from them. Abandoned bit. There's yet another meaning of the word bit. No, but what Funny Frog was asking, is it 8-bit, 16, 32, 64? I think I gotta go with 16. It's the happy medium, the happy golden age. Right, we're graduated from 8-bit, but we're not yet brought down into the sludge of 128 bits, and now it takes 8 years to make Spider-Man 2, and even then you can tell that there was a lot of cut content. Vector has this to say, perhaps about the 16-bit era, it was bittersweet. And Vector Sater just added a Sunday matinee manatee. Oh god. Now, I have a lot of rings. If I expect to come back and defeat JJ, I need to do perfectly... This is a Knuckles fight coming up, and yeah, this is definitely a fight that I can win. But just to put more pressure on myself, I want to spy on JJ's score. Alright, JJ has 54. Like, here I am thinking that I'm doing horrible, but I'm actually pseudo ahead of JJ? Dude, if I knock out Knuckles and keep my rings, I could be headed to a victory podium. Now, what's the best way to deal with these punks? Jump over, maybe? I'm scared. Is he going to turn around? Did Noah Copeland make him have any movement patterns? Now, imagine if I jumped on the seal but got hit by the spike. Hey, if he just keeps going into the wall, I'm not going to complain. Alright, Funny Frog had said Spore. As far as guessing what that thing on screen is, that's a good guess. I don't think it's Spore. I don't want to get... I'm going to give it away soon. Yeah, no one's going to get... I'm surprised that no one... Now, if there was anyone who was going to get this, it would be Queen Maddie. And I don't think Queen Maddie is here with us today. But, why? But before I say that, yes, Koyao pointing out, sniffing out those ice cap elements in this music. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. I'm so nervous for this boss. I sneeze. Yeah, so there's ice cap that... it's the Geek Critique smiling face of Eggman. Alright. I could win this wager with a successful Knuckles fight. Nervous. Okay, now he's gonna go to the back, I think. Throw a snowball or two. Yeah, you kind of have to have the muscle memory of when you gotta jump and where it's safe to go. That's one of the weaker elements of the boss design in this game. Ooh, that was clumsy. Yeah, the fact that there's another bit that during a Knuckles boss, he retreats and just kind of throws random bombs at you. It's nothing to write home about. Nothing to insist that Digital Foundry do a big report about. Alright, Javid's taking off. See you later, my man. Stay Javid. Alright, 174 rings. Now let me scope out JJ's score, because I see JJ is on the snowboarding minigame. Alright, I've pulled ahead of JJ, because I have 83 to his, what, 57? That's what I like to call encouragement. And I think the ice cap, I think that comes back later in maybe Atomic Destroyer, one of those acts, which is kind of random, but I'm here for it. Alright, so after way too much fanfare, it's time to reveal what that abomination is at the lower left-hand corner of the screen. That is... all these fire flames. I really hate that so much. I'm gonna die. So that thing is actually one of the earliest, very first videos on the YouTube channel that you know and love as Cybershell. Okay? One of Cybershell's earliest uploads, on YouTube anyway, is that thing. And what that thing is called is the Ass Watcher. Okay, and why is this? Well, it's because it has a really long neck that circles back to its backside, and it has, I think, one eyeball. And yeah, that creature, as Cybershell explains, it only has one function, one purpose, and that is to watch its own ass. Now, it can kind of clumsily hop around, but mainly what it's doing is just surveilling its own backside. Now, why did Cybershell make this? You know, the fact that Funny Frog said it's maybe from Spore, maybe he made it in Spore. Does Spore have, like, a creature creator? Because when I was looking at it, I got the sense that it was, like, maybe some 3D art project that he did for, like, a media class back in the day or something. It has that kind of vibe. DIY, 3D graphics. That's right. Funny Frog has the great pull quote from Cybershell, which I echoed in the 25% of Sonic 3 video. Do it for yourself. Don't do it as a favor to me or in order to gain more gamer cred in the Sonic community. Nah, do it for yourself. Shout out to Cybershell. Oh god. Wow, that didn't damage a hedgehog? Now, this boss is so hard. It's a shame because I have all these rings. And I'm definitely going to keep them all the way to the boss. But that boss... I feel like I've only beaten it no-hit once, ever. It's that hard. These seals are so great. They help you out. I assume they're the same species as the seal boss in 8-bit Sonic 2. Love that game, and so does JJ. Alright, let's retire the Ass Watcher. This remix is so good. Do those badniks even attack or do anything? Do they maybe shoot projectiles? Because they haven't lately. Chelsea Lately. What happened to her? She went to Netflix and that backfired. Just didn't take off. Penguin bumps. Should I go up, man? Secret content. Is this boss coming up? Funny Frog loves Cybershell's channel. When do I think he'll return to YouTube? I predict that he will return to YouTube. He's going to upload the day after Sonic Movie 3 comes out. Because he's probably going to be able to see it early, but there's going to be a review embargo. Many of you may remember his uploads shortly before Sonic Movie 2 came out. He put out thoughts on the first Sonic movie. And then after the second one came out, guess what was next? Thoughts on the second Sonic movie. So yeah, I assume he will complete the trifecta. And what's his newest video? Is it the Super Mario RPG one? Although, I think the Fang 101 was after the Mario RPG. And I remember that specifically. Oh, is this the boss? Not yet. Can I get crushed? I'm nervous. 184 rings. Can I no-hit this boss, dude? Sandopoulos throwback, Ice Cap throwback. But yeah, after he did the Mario RPG video, then he did the Fang 101 sponsored content. Which is notable because if you saw that Mario RPG video, he had that now classic bold. It was like a fake out. He made it seem like he was about to do an ad read for like a VPN, because he did do that in one of his videos, the Weird Humans of Sonic Adventure 1. Oh, you can get a snowboard here? Now can I just plow through all the enemies? Dude, I could have been living so much better all this time. Here I was stressing out going up these hills. Do I want the surfboard for the boss, though? I wonder if that will help me. Yeah, that... hey, you only live once. Can't be too upset. It was worth a shot. I wonder if you can, Dude, oh, it's devious how long it takes for the Ring of Danger to come out. Vector Satyr enjoyed some paid advertisements. Ghostaburb spotted some evil snowburbs. As long as JJ doesn't clean up on this level, I think I should be alright. Ah, it's so hard. Sam has just hopped into a couple of emulator-related discords. Ah, you see the way Sonic died? Yeah, Funny Frog says, in the Fang video, you could tell that he was trying not to swear, so that the video could, yes, still be sponsored. And the other notable thing about that was that, if I remember, that Fang video Cybershell did was also shortly after he did his long-rumored I'm Sorry Sega stream. Of course, we all know he did the play Sonic 2, but every time I jump, I say F you, Sega. You can chain hits on this jerk? I could have been cheesing that provolone my entire life and keeping the 200 rings that I almost always have when I get to this boss. Oh, wonder if JJ knows about that. Which is a perfect time to segue us into our next bit. After I get the end of level signpost. Enemy capsule. Flicky capsule. This. Alright, check it out. This is my next bit. Alright, so that's a Digital Foundry video. And above it is Jen Psaki, former U.S. White House press secretary. Now, what's the connection? This is so random. So that Digital Foundry video I found it a little amusing. Basically what that video is about, you guys probably know that Digital Foundry, does video game related videos, but they have a heavy emphasis on the technical aspects. The technical aspects of the games, the frames per second, the amounts of pixels, the overall performance of the game, which is maybe kind of synonymous with performance and frames per second. But so what they were saying in this video, and granted, I think it was the result of a viewer question that even brought them on this topic, but basically the viewer was like asked in with a Q&A question. And by the way, Sam is casting a full vote of confidence for Digital Foundry as his favorite YouTube channel. Alright, I guess I got demoted to number 2, but oh well. Long live Digital Foundry. I'm just kidding, man. So the person who wrote in a question was like, why do you think so many other game review sites and publications, why don't they ever talk all that much about the technical side of games? Because, yeah, Digital Foundry has a whole lot more technical know-how and even just the technology and knowledge to be able to track something like frames per second performance. And so I have 98 rings, almost 100. So yeah, Digital Foundry took this and ran with it, and they were saying like, yeah, we get that these other sites don't really have the means to, or even the knowledge to comment on such elements of game, the way a game is built. Okay, so what they said, this is what made me laugh. They're like, maybe when these other game sites do their reviews, maybe they can have a link off to the side that says, hey, if you want to learn, for more details about the technical specs and performance of the game, go check out this link, and it links to Digital Foundry. And it's like, I'm not saying it's a really bad thing or they're really dumb for suggesting that. It's just, I don't think they even meant it this way, but it's kind of like self-serving. It's kind of like, oh, we have this inside scoop that is so important, that it is so unacceptable that other reviewers are not going to talk about performance and pixels, that we need to fill that gap. We need to step in, provide that info, and that should be linked, right? So that, I'm not saying that they only want to do that for promotional sake, but it's a little bit hubris to think that, oh, the information that we review is so essential to a review that if other reviewers aren't gonna comment on that, they need to link to us. And it's like, I would maybe not give them that much of a hard time, except for the fact that they almost seem to emphasize these technical specs a little bit too much. And granted, this is a personal opinion, there's definitely a degree of subjectivity in it. But what I'm talking about is like, they have that video recently where they're like, oh, Sonic X Shadow Generations. Sega's next 60 frames per second banger. And it's like, I absolutely think having 60 frames per second is great. I need a bubble though. Ooh, that was close. 205 rings. I love having 60 frames per second. Now that I'm aware of the difference between 60 and 30, yeah, I want my 60 whenever possible. But to see Digital Foundry make a video that says, Sonic X Shadow Generations, Sega's next 60 FPS banger, it's like the the frames per second are a means to an end. It's a delivery method of the content. But it's almost like Digital Foundry is too preoccupied with the technical specs. And please, disagree, challenge me on this, anyone, you're free to do so. But, like, when I hear them talk about Penny's Big Breakaway, it's a lot of talk about the frames and the and it's like, what about the gameplay itself? That guy, I don't know what their names are, but he talks a lot. He really loves Penny, and it just so happens that Penny's Big Breakaway has 120 frames per second eligibility. I just wonder if they are seduced by these technical specs in a vacuum. No, I did not just lose those 200 rings. Is it because I was poking fun at Digital Foundry? I guess I deserved it. But Digital Foundry deserved the needling. Yeah, they actually recently posted a deep dive about Penny. And they, not only that, they actually got Christian Whitehead and some other developers to do, so I suspect, maybe I shouldn't give Christian Whitehead a hard time about this, but it irks me a little bit how he goes out of his way to not be, like, he doesn't want you to hear his voice and probably not see him either. Like, he did an interview with Video Game Storytime, that channel that I broke up with that channel, but that's a separate topic I'll rant about 2 minutes from now. But he did an interview with Video Game Storytime. It was a great chat that they had on, like, a Discord call or something. But then after the interview, Christian says, I don't want you to use the audio of my voice. Right? It is after the fact, he says, don't use my audio. So the people at Video Game Storytime had to, basically read Christian's words from a transcript, right? But if it's Digital Foundry, Christian Whitehead's going to make an exception for them, that he will actually use the video. Not the video, at least the audio. But anyway, to cycle all things together, the Jen Psaki image on screen above the Digital Foundry video is because when Jen Psaki was the press secretary, like, during COVID and stuff, and she had a few comments at one point that was saying, like, yeah, because, like, people like Joe Rogan, use their platforms to spread disinformation, there should always be a link to the White House's page so you can get real info. And it's like, yeah, I agree that there shouldn't be disinformation, but it's a little bit hubristic, again, to say, like, without us weighing in with an official word, society's gonna fall to crap. Because if not for us, who's gonna know the truth about 120 frames per second? Funny Frog says if someone is worried about tech performance, they can use Google to find out whatever they want. But apparently not, because a lot of reviewers don't comment on that. That's the kind of thing where you can go listen to that hour-and-a-half deep dive talking to Christian Whitehead about Penny's technical specs, and it is really dry, and it's I could imagine that someone who's really involved in game development and technology would maybe find that wicked interesting, to hear Christian and those other devs talk about all these different, very technical, highly detailed, right? But for the average person, there's nothing to grab onto, nothing to care. It's all kind of just indulgent talking shop. And again, it plays into my theory that Evening Star is a little bit too preoccupied with the idea of making games, but not enough with the games themselves. Koyao finds it adorable that the two of these characters are together in the sea fox. Is that canonically what it's called? Oh, and by the way, does this have the points glitch? Let me hit an enemy and see. If I hit an enemy and it's 100 points, then that's good. But if it's keeping the combo alive, then that's kind of cheating. Sam reports that Hat in Time stream wrapped up. So now I have Sam's bow and alright, let's see how many points. Alright, sweet. They fixed the glitch. From the looks of it. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, is this the part with the Tidal Tempest homage? I have my volume on the low side. Ghost of Burp says, this submarine makes you so happy. So, if you watch the Chrome Gadget video, I'm sure you were pleased to see this very awesome submarine be repurposed as kind of an aircraft on the last shot. Koya wonders, what's the name of this type of beat? Yeah, if you were talking about the Tidal Tempest, it's certainly swing rhythm. I can say that for sure. Noah Copeland fixed the glitch on the points combos. Good to see. Yeah, Funny Frog says, to be fair, many of the videos online may not be interesting to some people, but they're praised for high quality. I guess I just mean it as that, like that, Digital Found, and look, they're a very successful channel and all, but like, I don't know. I guess I challenge anyone to listen to that Digital Foundry interview with the Penny staff, and I'm curious if you have the same takeaway as that it's just a lot of insider baseball rambling that it's just not for general audiences. It's very niche, but the way they present it is if it's like front and center stage, and it's the most important thing to focus on when talking about games. Alright, yeah, Koyao's saying the Tidal Tempest one that's playing. No, Tidal Plant. Uh-oh. I gotta sneeze. Sorry, I sneezed. Apologizes for a sneeze. Is it this part? Yeah, I recognize this type, but I can't pretend to know. Alright, this is a great points opportunity because this boss is kind of a joke, and I think this is all a wash, right? It's just gonna disappear. Yeah, that's kind of dumb and not interactive. Yeah, that's kind of a joke boss. It's not a phase 2, is there? Yeah, this deep in the game, that boss should be harder. Thank you for the blessings. You guys know the etymology of bless you? It was because they thought that when you sneezed, the demons were, leaving your body. And I think Nancy Pelosi's husband thought he was infected by a demon, and so they hired an exorcist and it didn't work. That's the world we live in. People are still paying US dollars for exorcism services. Time to kick Metal's ass. Oh, that was one. It's been a little bit since I played this boss. Ghost of Burb says, this demon will never leave. Which demon? Metal Sonic in the sky. Is Atomic Destroyer next? Why did I take a hit? Remember, you can spam a little bit. Look out for a ring. Yeah, you can chain hits. Always Metal Sonic. He's quite the scoundrel. Have you seen what he does to Amy in Collision Chaos? He just up and takes her. Right. So I'm at the final showdown. Let me peek at JJ's score. JJ has 82, and he's at the Atom Destroyness. So all I have to do is not panic and collapse, and I will. It just feels like if I win, it will be the first time in a long while. I think JJ beat me at Sonic CD. Yeah, that was unfortunate the way it panned out. I think people were reluctant to place bets for the Sonic CD wager we did when it was get time stones as soon as possible. Yeah, because when you miss a special stage and now you have to do manual mathematics to figure out your true score, yeah, I can understand the betting anxiety. How many lives I got? 8, 7? Yeah, so Koyao is now again spotting, yeah, the ice cap. And I kind of mentioned that before about how, yeah, it's kind of random that it comes back in this level. It at least makes sense in Robotnik Winter, which is such a great name for a level. But the Morse code is back, baby. Tails needs help. He's stranded in the snow. Can't move. Can barely use his Miles Electric. But he can move his index finger just enough to send the distress signal. How about the next bit? That. Alright. So this is actually round 2 of today's game show. Is this real? Okay. So what you have in front of you is Sonic Racing. Alright. Not Team Sonic Racing, but just Sonic Racing. But that logo is the same, you know, text and format of Team Sonic Racing. But what you have here is Sonic Racing. Is it real? Or is it just a fake DeviantArt hypothetical, you know, mock-up? And if it is real, what system is it on? And don't Google it, because you'll see the DeviantArt account dies again. Koya wonders if that is Goth Rouge. We've got Space Beth, Pirate Rouge, and Sonic Prime, and now Goth Rouge. So that is, I'll at least say this, that is Rockstar Rouge. That much I do know. Rockstar Rouge. Alright, since no one seems to know, I'll spill the beans. Apparently this game is real, and it is exclusive to Apple Arcade. And it's just called Sonic Racing, even though it has the same font and Team Sonic Racing. But yeah, that was a thing they announced, a new Rouge skin, Rockstar Rouge. Yeah, Koya figures. Yeah, most likely it's a mobile game that uses Team Sonic Racing assets. It's probably as simple as that. And no team mechanics. Just races. And I wonder if it uses any of the same tracks again. Like Mother Wisp or whatever. There goes Fang. I can't get hurt here. The love poured into this game. But these 10 jerks, this is a good points opportunity. Damn. Not here. Nice. Is this scripted? Does that reek of cut content? Why would they give you the rocket shoes? And then Metal takes them away immediately. Thank you, Tails, getting the hit that I missed. So yeah, Sonic Racing. Very generic title. But, what do you expect from the mobile lobby? At least one good thing about that title is that the word Sonic is first, because with Team Sonic Racing, because the first word is team with a T, it doesn't show up alongside your Sonic games like in your Steam library, the alphabetical listing. It's like, oh, where's the team? Oh yeah, it's down here in the T's. Not too much longer. We're in Act 2, everybody. Now this is the Titanic Monarch mechanic level, right? Or should I say gimmick? Love this bass line. Turns up the volume a little on my end. This part. Bang, bang. And Dorian 6th. Aw, so damn good. I'm gonna have to do a music theory video about 8-bit and 16-bit this. If time and money were no object, I'll greenlight it tomorrow. And also marketability. I think that would get a lot less views than, you know, Sonic CD or Unleashed and such. So my business manager is never gonna rubber stamp it, unfortunately. Unless Noah Copeland donated $2,000. Or you. Yeah, you can pretty much order any music theory video on demand for $2 grand. And that gets you, at a minimum, a 10-minute video. So I could do a music theory video on Pizza Tower, A Hat in Time, Guacamelee, any and all of it. $2 grand a pop, that's it. Polar Wildcat nominates a music theory video for Crazy Bus. Yeah, I always get that stuck in my head when I'm doing the laundry, so I sing it out loud. And I guess the music theory video would just be figuring out technically what is the frequency of that engine sound. Crazy Bus. Oh, I'm thinking of Desert Bus. What's Crazy Bus? Is that the Crazy Taxi spin-off where you drive a school bus? And when you take the sharp turns, you know, the kids are on the bus. There's no seatbelts on a bus. Isn't that the most bizarre and random thing in the entire world? The fact that school buses, to this day, do not have seatbelts. Right? All the big hubbub they make about buckle up for safety. Whenever you get in the car, driver's not going to hit the gas until he turns around and sees that every last passenger is buckled in safely. Okay? But in a actual, like, school bus, if you're getting tossed around in an automobile accident, I would think you stand to be in a lot more danger in a big open bus with humans crashing up against each other, flying great distances before they crash into a wall or a ceiling. Like, wouldn't there be a greater need for seatbelts on a bus? These are the questions I have at the ready in case I ever get the opportunity to interview Barack Obama. My man. I told you I took off that picture of Justin Timberlake off the wall at work. If they had had a picture of something good, I would have kept it there. You know, something good like Super Mario or Obama. To work with me. Not JT. Not Justin Brillo Supertonic Leaner. Ghostaburb's feeling the thunder. Sam accuses Simpsons Road Rage of being a Crazy Taxi clone. Now, what have I heard about an open world Crazy Taxi game? Is that the rumor? And I don't know if that's the same Crazy Taxi that was, you know, teased in the reveal with the Shinobi and the Jet Set. I think at least one of the Jet Set games in development is said to be open world. And the other is an MMO. I don't know. Sam certainly heard about that MMO, even though Sam bet that JJ would win this here weight. Hector Sater says, it's not a rumor. Alright, thus it is ultimately confirmed. Okay, Polar Wildcat had said it was a Genesis game from 2004 with Venezuelan buses. I can't say I've heard about this. I thought they stopped making Genesis games in like 1995 at the latest. I wonder if any Genesis games came out in the year of our May, 1996. Because I'm pretty sure that Knuckles Chaotix came out in 95. And of course, Sonic & Knuckles was what, October 94? It's pretty awesome and cool that both halves of Sonic 3 and Knuckles came out in the same calendar year. I gotta wonder, in the all-time quantity of all the people who ever got Sonic & Knuckles, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I bet there was at least some kids who, that year for Christmas, they got Sonic 3 standalone and Sonic & Knuckles, right? Two games. Separate packaging, separate cartridge, all of it. In the same Christmas. I didn't get it that year. I did not own Sonic 3 or Sonic & Knuckles until 95. So you can bet it was an epic summer of 94 at that legendary daycare. Now, Sam, I appreciate you checking in on the topic of Kega Fusion. No, I haven't fixed it, but I also have not tried anything new. Now, I gotta keep my cool for this second phase of the boss with the lasers. You just gotta be confident walking underneath. What's going on, Yoshi the Oreo? Welcome to the Destroyer. I am Sonic, Destroyer of Atoms. You know, because this is Atomic Destroyer Zone. the movie. Shinobi Elevator, of course. You know, I hesitated. You're not supposed to do that. Like I was saying exactly. Be confident. That's it. But alright, Vector Sater says, at the moment, what is in development in the Crazy Taxi sphere is an open-world multiplayer Crazy Taxi. Wow, so is it going to be some people play as taxi drivers, but other people just play as the people looking for a ride? So for them, all they're doing in that gameplay session is, I need to get to the supermarket. Time to find a taxi. Doo-doo-doo. Not too much longer now. We're in Act 3. The final confrontation. So what's the next bit? This. JJ shared this. It's the thing about Nintendo not crediting their credits. Let's just say that topic is going to come back into the fold. Not about Nintendo, but about crediting people for their work. That aspect may become relevant in the near future in something relevant to the Alex Yardstick. I'm just saying. I don't have any rings. But I'm pretty sure there's more rings to get before the final phase. But yeah, what is it? Nintendo is not crediting translators of localization scripts and whatnot. And yeah, I guess Nintendo has the right to do it, just like they technically have the right to not credit Grant Kirkhope and David Wells. It's a different matter from legal requirements or whatever to just I think people deserve the credit. What does it say to work at Nintendo and have your work go uncredited when obviously the industry standard is very much getting credit for all those types of things? Damn it, I hate when those rings fall above the ceiling. Now, if I die here, do I have to... I think I can just start this boss again. Whoa, did you see Tails chaining hits? Wow, Tails with the victory. The sudden, abrupt... Yeah, Tails taking care of business. Sam says that cannot be legal. The not crediting. I forgot about this unique music at the end. Yeah, and then of course, Metroid Prime Remastered didn't credit much or at all of the original Metroid Prime team. It's like, yeah, what? It's such like a disrespect, especially when the industry standard is to credit. Like, what? What's the holdup? Well, I see JJ happens to be finishing up the final boss as we speak. I didn't even see what my score was. But JJ's score is also not on screen. Ah, this bass is so awesome. Now, does Vector Sater's name show up in this? No, that's a different game. Which game has Vector Sater's name? I'm sorry, I forget. Ghost of Burbs rocking out to this awesome bass. And then, sorry, Polar Wildcat had said it was on ABGN as part of the 12 Days of Poopsmas, the 2004 Venezuelan bus Genesis game. Oh, guys, look, Jean Davis. You've heard of him. Sam wonders, is this a fan game? I think that would be fair enough to say. Oh, there's Vector Sater. But we've seen Vector Sater's name in something else too, right? Vector Sater, we're among a hero. Yeah, what game did we also see Vector Sater's name? I played so many fan games, I forget. But yeah, Sam, I do believe this would qualify as a fun game. So let me just quickly look at what my score was. I think I beat JJ. Sam doesn't see it. See what? Vector Sader's credit? Yeah, speak of the speak, we're talking about crediting people. I'm very glad that Vector Sader got accurate credit for his work, contributions to this game. Alright, I think I had about 115k. So I had 118. Yeah, 118k. There's no score tally. 118k. So now we just need JJ's score. Will he self-report? Oh, that's the triple threat. Well, you know what time it is. We're gonna figure out JJ's score soon, but just click this. Alright, I've sent my inquiry to JJ. But yeah, Serious Sam has today's song request. So I'm gonna pull that up now. Oh, you weren't supposed to see this yet. Why is that showing? Oh, what the hell? Alright, it's gone now. Whatever. Alright, just gonna pull up Sam's request if you could give me a moment. Oh, I've heard of this game. I'm gonna think that many of you have as well. Alright. Get a load of this. Alright, JJ's certified score is 94,000 points. Alright, and just like that, Yoshi has scooped up the game, which is of course Bowser's Inside Story. And maybe there'll be a musical callback to this in the upcoming Mario and Luigi Brothership. But let's hop over to the good zone. Now, Yoshi says use storycraft to this song. Does that mean when you come up with the plot of your next book or anime, this music helps you brainstorm? I gotta fix the screen essence. This side. Alright, I was right about Yoshi's process. And yeah, Sam, if you have gameplay footage, anyone who... Oh, screen is fixed. No more purple... no more green guys. But yeah, Vector Sater had it too, and JJ's Raiders have arrived. So what happened, JJ? How did you... I didn't expect to win. Oh, there's the green. Alright, I'm gonna just move my my lamp. Tep Music is back in the house with full Raider status. Better. So far, so good. How's it going, Ghost Nerd? Wow, Koyal says this is one of the few Mario songs you like. You're telling me you don't have the Wonder Flower music on repeat when you wind down each evening? JJ says that I had JJ beat as early as the second zone. What a concept. Alright. Sam sent me some gameplay, so I'm gonna pull that up right now. Is this, alright, Tep Music. Enjoy your R&R, my man. There we are. Sam, I would leave that choice to you, but I'm gonna now just search for what you sent over.
It's so easy to get your windshield.
Safe light repair, fix all your glass. Typhlosion for president. Thank you for this footage. YouTube window, here we go. There we go. So yeah, is this the final boss music? Because it had the word final in the title, I think. But yeah, JJ says he is colliding a lot of enemies and taking damage. Yeah, I think these would qualify as spoilers for anyone who's looking to duck out. But you are allowed to request endgame content. Wimpy Big Dark Power. Yeah, Sam says this game is very old. What's the courtesy embargo on spoilers? 10 years? 2 years? After which it's okay to just blurt out spoilers. Vector Sater has the rest in peace for Alpha Dream. We hardly knew them. No, we knew them. I mean, even Third Bruno just himself has already requested 2 endgame songs. So it's a thing. It's a thing. Pardon me. Wow, there's a Dark Bowser. Oh, right, because in these games, you kind of cooperate with True Bowser. So now they're fighting Pooh Bowser. That's what kids call it at recess, right? Sam says this game is on DS and 3DS. But the question is, have you played it on 3DS, Sam? And if so, do they make good use of the 3D technology? Whoa, did you see that big group of Koopas? What the hell? Alright, now you gotta play Pong. Wow, with multiple shells? This is really cool. This is not your grandmother's turn-based Repode RPG. Alright, Sam admits that the 3D effect is very minor. Is this the final boss, or is there other stuff to deal with? Wow, did you see that Captain Falcon punch Bowser just did? Whoa, he's in one of those ethereal cages. Like in Twilight Princess, question mark? Ah, says Third Bruno, the 3DS. The 3D effect gave you a headache at a specific spot, so you stopped using it. Yeah, what do you mean by a specific spot? Is it like after playing for a while, or like looking at it at a certain angle spot? Alright, Delay is finally finished. Oh, were you playing along with Sonic Triple Trouble? And did you beat our scores? Yeah, so JJ also noticed Vector Sater's name in Triple Trouble's credits. But yeah, and I was kind of joking at first because I was like, what are we going to see Vector There's another game, and maybe probably Vector was paying attention to JJ's stream at the moment I was saying this, but I was wondering, like, what other game? I've definitely streamed something that had Vector's name in the credits, and I can see it in my head. It's on the tip of my... but I don't remember which game. Alright, sounds like Delay got about 95,000, and that's very close to what JJ got. But yeah, what Third Bruno was talking about was... yeah, playing the 3DS with 3D technology made a specific part of your head have a headache. And it was nothing like his many sinus headaches before you got surgery. Alright, Vector Sater has a hint. The initials of that other game is also... oh, is it Time Twisted? Yeah, it's gotta be that. Vector Sater is a legend. He's on staff with all these high-profile projects. Alright, we're fighting someone else now. He's got the meme teeth, that troll teeth. JJ figures that Vector will be an advisor for Manx TT Remake. What's Manx TT remake? Yoshi has Fury, it would seem. Sonic Generations plus Shadow's Fury. Coming to your $50 this October. Ah, look at big old Luigi. While Mario's lifting him, he's got those classic eyes. Sam hopes people like the request, and Vector Sater confirms. Great pick, Sam. Yeah, it's a good one. I like this background too. Let me pay out the wager though, now that I know for sure that I was the victor. To the victor goes the honor. So wow, I was the overdog today. That's cool. Jabbit is the biggest winner, and Vector is the biggest pot contributor. Way to go, me. I won. It's about damn time. It's been a while since I won one of these Wednesday competitions. Wow, JJ says I was also the 95% overdog on JJ's side of things in the betting. No kidding. People knew what was up today. Now, JJ, did you practice at all this week? Because you typically practice, but maybe not this week. Bring in the triplets. Current next-gen Hispanic scholar. What does it mean to be current next-gen? Alright, JJ confirms. Not a lick of practice this week. Third Bruno has never played any of the Mario and Luigi games, but you'll probably get the next one, the Brothership one, with the cool looking graphics. And I wonder if Mario and Luigi are gonna dance like this. Oh wow, they were inside Bowser, that's the whole bit. JJ has been busy researching Little Planet, but now those things are over, so you'll have more time to game in your spare time. JJ's ready for Metroid, perhaps. What's that, Super Metroid? But yeah, Third Bruno says the 2 RPG remakes over the last year have been great. So have you bought and played both of them? What is it, Super Mario RPG, and of course, 1000 Year Escalator. He had a big group of Kameks. Kamek needs a spin-off. Alright, Third Bruno confirms. And we're witnessing history-adjacent developments. Third Bruno might just beat the 1000-year door tonight, at long last. When you say at long last, is this like, have you never beaten the game? Like, did you have the original back in the day and you just didn't finish it for whatever reason? You know, I never beat Super Paper Mario, which is funny because this girl at my college who, it was only through her that I even learned about Super Paper Mario. She said that she liked it but never beat it. She got pretty far, and then the same thing happened to me, which is unlike me. I almost always finish games. Yeah, Sam can tell you that 1000 Year Door is great, and that Super Paper Mario is great too. Third Bruno never had the original version of the game, but a streamer you watch named Sari finished the game on stream at least a month ago. Spoilers. Ah, look at Bowser punching the bullet bills like a badass. He's got the Matrix skills now. Well, we're 15 minutes into the song, so pretty soon we're gonna take a peek at we're gonna look at Tales 2, and then also, it's short, but we'll look at the Dark Beginnings teaser. Not that, right? It's a promo for a promo, because Dark Beginnings is just a promotion for Shadow Generations. So we're gonna watch a promo of a promo. That's the world we live in, baby, and I'm here for it. Is this the main villain of the game? This black dot with the troll smile? A triplet, yeah. I like this. Nice arpeggios. This is a cool move. Mario and Luigi are inside that piston cylinder. So I didn't even realize there was a new Tales 2 recently-ish. We typically watch them as they come out. So it's about time. Tales 2 7. Between Two Hedgehogs. Nice Zach Galifianakis reference. Sam has the rest in peace for Alpha Dream. Have people speculated or even confirmed that the development team of Mario and Luigi Brothership includes former staff members of Alpha Dream? Possibly. Alright, you know what time it is. It's time to thank Sam for that request. Thank you very much, Sam. Mario RPG sub-series is alive and well, in part thanks to you for requesting. Alright, Sam thinks that, yeah, some of those Alpha Dream devs may be on staff for Brothership, but do we still not know formally which development studio is making Brothership? Because I'm going to hazard a guess and say it's not an internal team at Nintendo. Alright, this is definitely a Zach Galifianakis bit, because here's Tails setting up the two ferns. Alright, what do you got for us, Colleen and company? I see a donut on the table and no other useful Easter eggs.
Oh, we're live. Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. You know, I've met an awful lot of hedgehogs through the years. They all have...
Oh, wow. So I was about to say, is this like a Miles Electric 2.0? And it says upside down right there, Miles Electric Mega. They thought of everything.
Such unique personalities and fascinating perspectives. It got me thinking, why not invite some of them onto my show and get to know each other better? So with that in mind, I'd like to welcome you to a new segment I'm calling Between Two Hedgehogs. To start us off...
Look, I'm glad they're referencing Zach Galifianakis, but what a boring milquetoast way to do it. Wow, Third Bruno was thinking of even calling it a Mega Miles Electric, and then it happened to be true.
I'd like to introduce the two fastest guys I know, Sonic.
Yo!
And Shadow.
Let's get this over with.
Oh, not the best Shadow voice, but we'll take it.
See, when you pitch this...
At least Keanu Reeves will do a better job if he's the voice of Shadow in the new movie, which is still not super confirmed, right? They could drop the trailer tonight.
This thing to me, Tails, I thought we were going to be talking about Shadow. Like, out of earshot.
If you have anything to say,
Ah.
you can say it to my face. Unless you're afraid.
So the topic for today is making amends. You know, burying the hatchet.
I don't know, buddy. We never really got along.
From the moment we met, we've been at odds. We're polar opposites.
I don't know. I think my magnetic personality is quite attractive.
And yet when you're near me, I feel repulsed.
I love this. Them just showing and legitimizing footage from the iconic games from the Dreamcast era.
But they say opposites attract. And you guys have put us
They're definitely going to remake the adventure games and maybe focus on 2.
aside your differences and save the world. Like how you two put the Ark back into orbit.
Yeah. You were pretty clutch back there. I was surprised you could turn
That is funny. Yeah, he was pretty clutch.
super too.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
See, you two can get along. Sorta.
Yeah, until he jumped us during the next adventure.
Yes, legitimizing heroes.
We're in our way. You're so fast, you should have just quickly moved aside.
Yeah. Ultimate Sore Loser says what?
What?
Got him.
Tails? He's spouting gibberish and laughing at nothing.
I think what he's trying to say is, despite the rocky reunion, you two came together again to save the day.
Well, hold on. We all
Oh,
came together to
spoilers.
save the
I
day.
haven't done
It
the.
wasn't
I
just
gotta.
me and Shadow.
Maybe we'll do that
Yes.
next week. True ending
It
of
was for
Heroes.
the common good.
I know I've been
so you're
delaying
in
that.
agreement.
Well,
Of course.
yeah. Wait.
There's no denying you two have fought more often than not. Which
Sonic
means
Prime,
you've gotten to know each other
Battle,
through your battles.
and
So here's the
just
ultimate
2?
challenge for you. Say one positive thing about each other.
Ugh.
Oh, well, if it's too hard for you.
I am the ultimate life form. Nothing is impossible for me.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Prove it.
All right. Well, okay, so I'll admit it. Your chaos control technique is really cool. Warping around in a split second.
now JJ objected to that recent interview with Azuka because did Azuka say that Sonic can't do chaos control? But has Sonic already done chaos control in one of the games?
Rocks.
Yes. Well, I was very impressed you could do it as well. With a weaker, fake Chaos Emerald, no less. It was a truly impressive feat.
Aw, see? You do respect each other.
We rarely see eye to eye, but you do stick to your principles. You do things your way, and I can't fault you for that.
Yes. Friendship achieved.
French?
All right. The confirmation from Vector Sator and Koyao is that he does do it in Adventure 2. Could it have been just that Azuka, I forget Azuka's exact word. Maybe he just said that Sonic won't be able to do it in Shadow Generations. Yeah, and JJ said Sonic did it with a fake emerald and then with a real one. But he even did it with a fake one. Take that, Azuka.
If he gets in my way, I'll crush him like any other.
Oh, you'll try, Faker, but I'll show you who's the best next time we throw down.
There's no time like the present, Blue Hedgehog. Race across the island, coast to coast.
You're on.
Very well. Try to keep up. Chaos Control!
Goodbye.
Uh-oh. Well, at least we've proved that they can get along. Momentarily. That's one small step in the right direction. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time for more Tails Tube.
Now everyone knows who Shadow is. Sonic Boom. I don't want to get copyright strucken. All right, well, to cap things off. Yeah, there's an opening. Shadow Dark starts. Yeah, Vector Sayer says Sonic did it again in Sonic 06. There's precedent, people. Sonic jingle.
Professor Gerald made me the ultimate life form. I should be the key to all manner of medicines. Curing you.
Ah, she has the Midas touch.
Are doing your best. I'm just as happy to spend time with you here while you both...
She looks all realistic, anime-ish. Yeah, JJ says technically Sonic does it in Superstars. I don't know if anyone knows who these voice actors are, but that sounds like it almost could feasibly be the voice actress who did Sage in Frontiers.
Best. I'm just as happy to spend time with you
But that's just a theory.
here while you both research...
Ah, did you see that shadow pose? I don't know, something about that angle seems... I don't know. I don't know what to say. Alright, Game Boy Advance lives. So is this to say that there's going to be Emerald involvement in Shadow Generation?
That robot was heading towards Grandfather's lab. Shadow, you have to save him!
Now, this was 50 years ago, right? Yeah, when Shadow hung out with Maria, was that 50 years ago? Or, like, would Maria, if Maria hadn't died, would she be like 60 years old by the time, like, Sonic Adventure 2 happens?
I'll handle this. Just wait here. I'll be back. I promise.
Here it is. Now, I don't think Gerald was dead just now. No, he's alive. Alright, Vector confirms this was 50 years ago. So that would mean that Emerald was created over 50 years ago. I don't know much about Emerald, because I haven't, like, played through all of Sonic Battle. Sonic Generations Shadow X. A new start. Buy it on any and all platforms, including Steam. Thank God. Thank God. But yeah, everybody, we're gonna wind down now. But Koyao cautions everyone, Sonic Battle won't tell you anything of Emerald's origin. And I know Emerald is in Advance 3. So, yeah, I mean, is it possible that this animation, this narrative, is the first time Emerald has ever been placed in the timeline 50 years ago? Oh, okay. Vector points out that actually Sonic Chronicles, no kid, I had no idea that Emerald was involved in that. At least these games have something going for them. Ghost of Burbs got a character. JJ says, Punch Bag, Ghost of Burb laments Chronicles resting in peace, with all the audio fidelity of a bargain bin MIDI. But yeah, guys, I'm going to go back to work on the music theory video. I'm just on the doorstep of an important milestone, and as soon as I hit that milestone, I'm going to share that. It's not like a big deal, but it's good to share the productive milestones. All right, Ghost of Burb explains that character is a little chubby, lazy budgie holding up a bag of chips, doing a thumbs up with his wings. I give a wing thumb up to that. But thank you for the well wishes, JJ. Yeah, things are coming along pretty good. I'm still super excited about the video. Sam, thank you very much for today's request. Vector Sader, thanks for helping out with Triple Trouble and Time Twisted. The question is, which TT titled game? Are we going to see Vector Sader in the credits up next? So yes, third, Bruno, I'll see you Friday. Return to Dark Souls. Gonna fight my way through the sewers of death. I'll see you later, Vector Sater. Have a good one, Ghost of Burb. JJ, see you next time. Everyone watching at home, thanks so much. Good times as always. Hope everyone's doing all right where you are. And we'll be talking soon, not to worry. I won today's wager. How about a goodbye Kotaku headline? Screw it. No Man's Sky is getting a big universal refresh and one of its biggest updates ever. Wow, the Fallout show got some Emmy nominations. Not bad. Now I see an article that says greedy publishers have won and normalized pay-to-play early. Whoa, here's a Sega-related headline. Sega sues online troll who harassed its staff and wins. Wow. Apparently someone sent a Sega employee excessive, slanderous, and insulting comments and is now having to pay some cash as damages. That's random. I wonder if that was a, like in Japan or... Anyway, I don't want to platform misbehaviors, but that's a random thing that happened. Good night, everybody. EB Boy didn't miss his opportunity to cash in on the streak. Koya wonders if I paid out the wager, and I sure did. I paid it out to the Victor Javid. Third, Bruno Wackadude. And, of course, Koyao. Koyao got your points. So, yeah. Yoshi the Oreo, have yourself a good night. And EB Boy. I'll see you later, everybody. Always a treat to hang out. And we'll be hanging out again soon. Yeah, and who knows what's going to happen on Saturday. We will talk. You know, during the first two games, and of course the Cuphead DLC, speaking of EB Boy, that's going to be awesome this Friday, right? Friday? Yeah. And I'm glad. So Comcast told me that internet was going to go down for today and that they will probably finish their work by today. But I checked my internet this morning and it was working and it's continued to so. Thankfully, it didn't interrupt the stream. Whew. So anyway, Cuphead soon. Miss Chalice herself. And 5 new bosses, I'm told. Pre-order Shadow Generations if you're inclined. I'm not paying the $60. You know, the $10 upcharge for 3 days early. Because the game will probably still have bugs. Wow. Last thing. I just noticed, if you look at this, this is the parting thought I'll leave you with. If you look at these box arts, the one in the middle is the Switch version. And you can see more of the artwork. Because the Switch is distinct, you know, like taller aspect ratio. It's almost like the iPhone aspect ratio of video games. Good night, everybody.